Hi, I'm Nick and I'm going to take you around this 7 Series rugged camera. We're going to have a look at some of the features that are available in this model. So let's look at the front of this rugged camera. We have a removable lens mount with 4 fixings that holds it in place. This allows us to put many different kinds of lenses on this camera dependent upon your requirements. You can see here we have a Nikon F mount lens mount, but we can also, for those G lenses, you can also opt for the Nikon FG mount, which has a control on the side here for controlling aperture. If you wish remote control of a lens, then you can use a Canon EF mount that allows you to use focus and aperture remotely. Or for those high speed, low resolution applications, we also have a C-mount lens that we can attach to the front. So let's move to the side of this rugged camera. We have the optional side xSSD installed here, which gives us some extra features. We have the third HDSDI output. We have a 12 volt 1.5 amp accessory output, and then the very useful side xSSD. This allows us to take the internal memory, store it down to a removable media that's 1 terabyte or 500 gigabyte, and then we can then simply eject that and then use it in a USB 3 reader for data transfer. So this makes saving on this camera very easy and convenient. So let's now look at the rear of this camera. We have 2 HDSDI outputs. We have a HDMI output, which allows us to use a more commonly available monitor system. We then have a USB 3 connector, which allows us to save from the internal buffer down to a convenient USB stick or USB hard drive. There is then a 1 gigabit Ethernet connection for control of the camera, either via the supplied Control 1 software or via the touch panel CDUE control. This next connector is for future development and expansion. We then move up to the iCHEK, and this was a feature that was liked on our previous iSpeed 3 camera, except now it's iCHEK 360 because we can see it from all directions. This gives you vital status on the camera and whether it's recording or triggered, etc., and that will be detailed more in another video. We then move down to the intake of the camera, which has a removable filter system for ease of cleaning and then reapplying back to the camera. Then there is a twin 1 hour battery that allows full operation, and this allows you to set up, record, play back, save, all on battery, so a very convenient battery backup source as well. We have the power button, and then we have the power input, and this ranges from 12 to 36 volts at approximately 150 watts. We then have a dedicated trigger input, which can either be a switch, a relay, or a 5 volt TTL input. And then we have the feature connector that allows us to connect many different signals like sync or trigger, for example. So hopefully this has given you an overview of this camera and all of its features. Thank you.